So this is the Waves Homework Booklet question 14, and we're asked to explain the differences between an undamped progressive wave and a transverse wave and a stationary transverse wave in terms of amplitude, phase and energy transfer. So we're not trying to define amplitude, phase and energy transfer, but say how the progressive wave is different from the stationary wave. So in terms of amplitude, for the progressive wave, each point along the wave is going to have the same amplitude. As the crest of the wave travels past each point of the wave, each point is going to move up to the same amplitude. In fact, that's what this word here, undamped, is making sure it's completely unambiguous about. That means there is no energy transfer as the wave travels on. So each point on the wave is going to have the same amplitude. With a stationary wave, the amplitude of each point is going to vary along the wave. Got a useful little diagram of that. There's a node, there's another node, and here all these points. These arrows obviously are showing twice the amplitude being the distance from the middle line up, but you can see very clearly that at different points we've got different amplitudes. Next part of the question was asking about phase. So the fraction of the cycle it's completed since the start. Adjacent points in a progressive wave have different phase, that is, there's a different moment when each one reaches, for example, a peak, or reaches a crest, or reaches an equilibrium position, or indeed any other position. So they're all in different positions, they're all different phases of got a different phase in the cycle. For a stationary wave, between nodes, all your particles are going to be in phase, and and either side of a node, all the particles are in phase. So between here and here, all the particles are as low down as they're going to get at any one time in this stationary wave. So whether it's this point or this point or this point or that point, they're all at the bottom together, they'll all be in the middle together, they'll all be at the top together. However, either side of a node, all the points are in antiphase with each other. So just go back to the words. Progressive wave, the adjacent points vibrate with different phase, and for a stationary wave between the nodes, all the particles vibrate in phase, and extra little detail there, either side of the node the particles are in antiphase. And then finally, in this often comes up and can be used even to as part of the description of the difference between. In a progressive wave, we've got energy being transferred along the wave. That's what the wave's doing, it's transferring energy along. However, there is no energy transfer in a stationary wave. We've said before that wave is trapped in pockets. Interestingly, there were 5 marks for this, so as long as you got 5 points right, you got all the marks, even if you missed one thing. So that's the Waves Homework Booklet question 14.